Ciao Giuventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel on this Monday, a Monday that feels really sad. Sad because yesterday we drew versus Fiorentina 1-1 after the penalty of Vlahovic. We were able to come back with an amazing goal of Morata, but it was not enough. Not enough to make sure that that draw didn't feel like a loss, because yes, it is what it is. Let's be honest, it feels like a loss versus Fiorentina. So guys, I already tell you, from now on until the end of the season, 5 games to go in Serie A, 1 in Coppa Italia, the final versus Atalanta that yesterday they won 5-0 versus Bologna. It will be hard and really hard. So let's see if the Italian and international papers, how they are speaking about our beloved Juventus. As I already anticipate you, hard times are there because everyone is at risk. Everyone has a big question mark above their head. Speaking about Pirlo, speaking about Paratici, speaking about Cristiano, Ronaldo, Dybala, all the team members, Morata, and so on and so on. Yesterday I told you 1-1, a really difficult game, and now let's see the ranking offered by OneFootball. We see that Inter, after the win yesterday versus Verona 1-0, another goal of Darmian that came from the bench. It's not the first time that he's doing it. 79 points. Can we say that the Scudetto is already for Inter? Yes, we can, and we will see that because all the Italian papers are putting that on their front page, but not only Inter, because Atalanta is now at the moment waiting the game from Milan tonight versus Lazio. 68 points, 66 for Milan. As I told you, they still have to play. 66 as well for Juventus, and then 63 for Napoli that still has to play today, if I'm not wrong, versus Torino. Guys, we can be 5th today. We can be 5th depending on the result. Let's see how it will go on this Monday night. We will have to follow that because I told you, top 4 is seriously at risk. Corriere dello Sport, Inter, it's already the party. Then we see a picture of Conte with the team, with Inter celebrating as crazy. Are they right? Probably yes, because yesterday the win 1-0 is already giving the Scudetto to them. Roma, Sarri, ecco l'intesa. Looks like Roma has decided after the loss yesterday versus Cagliari 3-2 to go for Sarri from next season, not this season. So Allegri, ex-coach of Juventus, that was also in talks with Roma, has been put aside to focus on Sarri. I'm really sorry for that. Gazzetta dello Sport, Inter è tuo. Inter, it is yours, with the U in the form of the Scudetto, again celebrating as crazy. And then we see a small words, because at the moment on this Monday they wanted to focus on Inter as champions and not on the Super League, but then in small we see that Juve, Real and Barcelona, they will be punished a lot by UEFA. Let's see if that will happen or not. And then below we see Pirlo, nightmare champions, and then we see also a picture of Cristiano Ronaldo. Let's go to Tuttosport. Juve, ma la vuoi la Champions? Juventus, but do you really want the Champions League? They are putting, as I told you, a big question mark on the players, but also on the fact, do you really want the Champions League, Juventus? Because if you see the first half, it was a disaster. Andrea Pirlo spoke yesterday after the game. He said after Danilo's injury, because it was slightly injured and couldn't take part of the game, he said we played with the 3 central defenders and with actually the 2 wingers that were a bit higher, Alexandro and Quadrado, having actually Ramsey and Dybala between the lines, and it didn't work. Now the only thing that I want to ask Pirlo is, we are at the 33rd day of Serie A. We are at the end of the Serie A. Was it really a time to do experiments? Because it was not only Dybala and Ramsey that were not working between the lines, but if you see the tactical plan of Juventus yesterday, you see the pass map, it was a disaster. The only solution that Juventus has at the moment, and not since yesterday but since a few games, is pass it to Cuadrado. We see that all the passes are direction to Cuadrado, and then Cuadrado try to cross. It works with Morata yesterday. Morata, by the way, his goal was not enough. An amazing goal at the 46th second after a pass of Cuadrado. He did everything alone. Individual goal, not enough. He was also speaking about his future at Juventus. For him, he would have stayed there all his life, but we never know. In life, we never know, because they are professionals. Football is business, and he can move or not. We don't know. Let me know, guys, after subscribing to the channel, after putting a maximum of like, if you want Morata to stay at Juventus also next season, or if you want to go for a Moise Kean, for example. Yesterday, Pirlo said that he is absolutely not happy about his performance, especially because the expectations at the beginning of the year were totally different. He's not happy about his performance, and he's sure that also the club is not happy. Guys, a few words about that. You know that I always, as a romantic soul, supported Pirlo, because I believe in sometimes vision, values, the man, starting from nothing and then trying to build something. This is something I really love and dream about, but apparently it was not working. Am I happy with the performance of Pirlo? Hey, he said it himself. He's not happy. The club is not happy. I am not happy at the moment. And Paratici, before the game, he was for the first time not confirming Pirlo 100% at Juventus next season. He said if he will remain, if we will reach the top 4 and Champions League, then Pirlo will remain. We are starting to doubt here if Pirlo will see next year Juventus from the start of the season. Now, as Tuttosport is saying inside, everyone is at risk, especially if we don't reach the top 4. Everyone is at risk. Speaking about Ramsey, speaking about Rabiot, speaking about Pirlo, speaking about Cristiano, Ronaldo, Dybala, all of them. And especially if you see the ratings of yesterday of Gazzetta dello Sport, Romeo Agresti, Tuttosport, dramatic ratings. Pirlo 5 on Gazzetta dello Sport, the best man Cuadrado with a 7, the worst man for Gazzetta dello Sport, Cristiano Ronaldo. And we go into Tuttosport with their ratings also there. The best man for them was Morata with a 7. Let's see how much Cuadrado has. Cuadrado 6.5, and then you see Dybala with a 5. Cristiano Ronaldo had a 4.5 yesterday. Really harsh rating from Tuttosport. 4.5 also for Romeo Agresti. Why a 4.5 for the people? Because the expectations toward Cristiano Ronaldo are really high. A player that is the icon of Juventus, the most paid players, the most valuable player of Juventus, that since a few games, since 4 or 5 games, is absolutely not performing. 3 games without scoring. Tuttosport is saying if the head is not working, if mentally is not there, also the legs are starting to be slower, and it is a reality. Now I want to finish with another problem of Juventus, is the fact that the 21 years old Vlahovic, playing at Fiorentina on a 0-0, is scoring a cucchiaio, a panenka on a penalty versus Juventus. Guys, I tell you, if we had the respect from other teams like it should be, like Juventus should always receive from the smaller teams a guy that is since last year unknown, would never have tried a Panenka versus Juventus. These little details are showing that probably the team this year are absolutely not scared about Juventus, and this is a big question mark that we have to put ourselves not only in Pirlo but also in the players. Why are players like Vlahovic and Rocco Commisso, that yesterday were making jokes about Juventus, why are they not scared about players like Cristiano Ronaldo, Paulo Dybala, Gianluigi Buffon, Szczesny, Chiellini, De Ligt, and so on and so on? Big question mark, guys. It will be really a painful end of the season, really risky. Will the players believe in themselves? Will they wake up? Will they give everything they have to honor what's written here, Juventus? Will they do it? We will discover it together, because we have 5 games to play in Serie A. We have 1 final to play. Testa all'Udinese. Heads to Udinese now. We don't give up. We have to do it. It will be hard, but we stick together. We believe that we can reach that top 4. Thank you for following. Don't forget, guys, do me a pleasure. Maximum of likes, subscribe to the channel. Grazie, forza, Juve.